What's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Duck. Listen, I'm finna break down two very important things, so y'all pay close attention, all right? Santa Claus. I'm finna show y'all where they get Santa Claus from. You understand me? Santa Claus comes from the claustrum that sits in the middle of your brain, and that claustrum has a liquid or a bodily fluid, or what they call a secretion. Now, remember, the word secretion got secret in it, and this is why it's a secret. That same secretion, the Egyptians called that Christos, right? Christos is nothing but an oil, and this is where they get the word Christ from. You go to any of your preachers and ask them, where does Christ come from? What does they mean by Christ? See, I told you, the Bible is written in symbolic, in parables, and allegory. They don't know. They don't have the code to break it down. The only thing they can do is regurgitate what they've been taught. Okay, but this is where you get Christ from, that same secretion or that liquid that comes out the claustrum. Okay, now let's look at a few things. The word Christus is basically an oil. Okay, and if you don't know, I'm finna break that down and show y'all right now. Check this out. Now check this out. The Greek word Christos translates to the Hebrew word Messiah. All those words mean the anointed one. Now look at the bottom. It says throughout the Bible, anointing means the application of oil to someone's body. Back to the video. Now y'all see how that's associated with oil, okay? Also, the anointed. This is crazy. We're gonna break this down. Let's see what anoint means. Check this out. Okay, anoint. Smear or rub oil typically as part of a religious ceremony. And I told y'all ceremonies are where rituals are performed. Now, check this out also. Let's look at the word ointment. Ointment, a smooth, oily preparation that is rubbed on the skin for medical purposes. Basically, it's all the same thing. They're talking about that same oil, okay? Back to the video. Now, remember, when people be saying the anointed, or they be talking about anointment or anoint or ointment, they all talking about oil. The same oil that comes out the claustrum in the middle of the brain and goes down the 33 vertebrae of your back, okay? The Christ or the Christos, what the Egyptians used to call it. They talking about that same secretion. Think about it. Back to the video. So let's be clear what this means. The claustrum sits in your brain, and it comes out of that as a liquid that's called the Christos, which is Christ, right? And that liquid goes down your spine, just like Santa Claus coming down the chimney. And this is where you get Santa Claus from. Also, there's a book that you can go pick up that breaks all this down also, okay? Go check that out. But if the person that's your religious teacher or your preacher, if they can't tell you this, then that should tell you something, okay? Not only that, if they can cover up what Santa Claus means and comes from, and again, it goes deeper than that because that's a pagan holiday. They don't know when Jesus Christ was born because the whole story is, which I ain't gonna say. Also, you got to understand now, these pagan folk was in the streets dancing, naked, fornicating, doing all type of stuff. And see, that's what you got to understand, what that candle means, that sits in the window and why they bear gifts. Trust me when I tell you, if you don't know nothing about none of this stuff, imagine the stuff you don't know. So before you start celebrating stuff, because we didn't know no better. So let's just say that to our moms and our grandparents and fathers and all that, they ain't know no better. But this is where the buck stops, okay? I just gave y'all two major things that I know for a fact a lot of people didn't know nothing about. So that's where you get Santa Claus from the claustrum that's in your brain. Like I say, do your own research. It's called the claustrum, okay? And that liquid is called Christos. Look up the word Christos, okay? Also, that means Christ, and that's where they get Christ from, okay? And also the 33 vertebrae that going down your spine when Jesus died, when he was 33 and all this. This whole story is entangled, and a lot of people can't decode this, okay? And I know it's tough for a lot of people to hear this. That's why we got to start sharing this stuff. Do your research, man. And if you feel as though that, hey, man, what I'm saying is validated, share this video. Please share it, because we got to get the truth. You understand me? And like I say, Do your own research. Don't even take my word for it. Don't even take my word for it. You go do your own research, and I just gave y'all 2 things that I know for a fact a lot of us didn't know nothing about. So go to your preacher, pastor. Maybe you could put them on what's going on, but I promise you they ain't gonna want to hear it. That's what you call locked in box, brainwashed. But hey, now you know, and you've seen this video for a reason. Okay, you ain't just watching this video just to be watching. No, you saw this video for a reason. Hopefully I can turn you around by what I'm saying. And it sparks that curiosity, like, damn, what are you talking about? Go look it up. Claustrum, okay, the claustrum in the middle of the brain. Also, Christos, which is actually Christ, the anointed, that oil, the same oil that goes from the claustrum down the spine. It's all in the words. Oil, anointed, anointed, ointment. All these are oils. And that same oil is they talking about that secretion. And I told y'all, they use the word secretion because it has the word secret in it. That's basically what it is. It's a secret. They don't want you to know this. So even though they're talking about the same thing, but these words really differentiate, and it really validates exactly what they mean. So with that being said, it's your boy Papa Duck. Before y'all celebrate Christmas, just know all these things. And like I say, man, it's time we break this curse, okay? It's like I tell y'all all the time, in order for you to be found, your ass must first be lost. It's your boy Papa Duck. I'm out. I'll let y'all on this video. Peace.